Hi guys, it's Twiz here from London Tigers and Cartel Media at the 2015 NXL World Cup live. So guys from San Antonio X Factor here. So just going to talk about the new X500 series. In the Millennium it's called M500, but over here it's called X500. So just want your thoughts guys on the format. What do you think before you go into the game?
I think on this field it's going to open it up quite a bit, because on this field we've noticed playing the actual NXL regulations that we're shooting a ton of paint, it's a slow game, and people are crossing and holding up lanes, so I think it's going to open up a lot of big moves and make it a little bit faster field.
Okay, that's cool. And yourself?
So from my understanding, the MX500 we're carrying less paint, 3 to 4 pods. And so the way I see it is, I like it. I think that you're going to be able to use your gun skills, and you'll be able to get up the field a little bit easier. The guys in the back won't be able to just roll their guns.
20 seconds.
Now back with these guys, let's find out what they thought. Okay, you please, young man.
I thought it sped up the game somewhat. There's a lot more communication needed through the middle of the games to kind of close out lanes. When these guys aren't shooting as much paint, you don't always know where the lanes are, so sometimes you lose some bodies. I mean, overall, I thought it was okay. I'm not crazy about it. I think I prefer the original style, but I thought it was fine.
Okay, and yourself?
Well, playing a professional team, I prefer the style previous because we could shoot paint, obviously. But I think overall for all the players in the lower divisions, I feel like it's something that's good, because I don't like seeing kids going out to the paintball field for practice and shooting a case of paint and only playing for 1 hour. And I feel like they missed out on the communication and gun skills, so I feel like it would be good for the sport to drop down to 3 or 4 pods.
Okay, yeah. Just one last thing on that. Just talking to European guys, they're pretty much the same thoughts. That it slows the game down a little bit, need more communication, and generally the lower teams maybe should start this. Whether the whole series can play it, everybody, maybe not. Maybe some divisions play it and some not, yeah? Okay, great. Thanks guys for your time. Thank you. Thanks, man. Cheers.
This is Mark Lancey with Planet Eclipse. We're here to go over our brand new Planet Eclipse G-Tech marker. This is our mid-range spool valve marker that's going to retail for $550. It's going to be first shipping about mid-November. This is a whole new platform of a spool valve design. It's called our Gamma Core drivetrain. It does not use a prop shaft like a CS1 or Geo does, but it does have the spool valve design built into it. It does use the IV Core breach sensing ability, and it does work off of a three-stage bolt acceleration. So some of the benefits with that is that, you know, this gun can be worked in extreme cold conditions. You know, we've taken the gun, we've frozen it, you know, in a freezer to make sure that it will work in -20-degree weather. So basically the bolt system will keep storing enough air until it has enough pressure behind it to fire the bolt itself. So no matter where you're playing, whether it's during the winter or in the middle of the summer, you know, the gun is going to work perfectly for you. It still runs at a low pressure. It only runs at 135 PSI. It's toolless bolt removal like all other spool valve guns. You know, it's gentle on paint. It's got the same pilot valve, the SMC pilot that the CS1 has, so the solenoid is manufactured in-house. It's rebuildable as well, so it's very efficient, very reliable as well. You know, we have the OLED board that we produce for the E-Tech 5, which is able to be dropped into this frame as well, so you're able to upgrade to the OLED screen. You do get the new G-Tech barrel, which does have the quick threads. It also has a recessed the recessed O-ring in it, plus you have more porting on the front to help reduce the sound signature of it as well. Does have the new OOPS system on it, which you can also upgrade to the pop system if you want. You know, we got the SL4 reg, so you can use basically any high pressure, low pressure, mid pressure tank with it. You know, the efficiency on the gun is amazing. You know, we are getting great efficiency results with the gun too. You know, that's about it. You know, so we're looking at about mid-November, you know, for our first shipment. So, you know, if you guys have any more questions, you know, visit your local dealers. You know, in you know, a couple more weeks, you guys will see it on the field.
Over in the Millennium Series, we have the M500 just starting possibly for next year. Over here, it's called the X500. So here we have two guys from San Diego Dynasty. So just want to ask them some questions. The question is, first one is, what is their preconception of the format before they play it?
Hello, I'm Tyler Harmon from San Diego Dynasty. My preconception is just that it's probably going to be a little faster paced, and you got less rounds, so you got to make some executive decisions pretty quickly and just communicate.
Okay, that's cool.
How's it going? This is Kyle Spica from San Diego Dynasty, and I think you're going to see obviously a lot faster pace, but a lot more people getting bunkered, so it's going to be a little more exciting.
Oh, yeah.
And a little bit of confusion, and I think you'll see a lot of people run out of paint because they're not going to expect to play this. So.
Okay, great. And next question is, have you done any specific training for this format or not?
I've played a lot of paintball in my life, but never quite like this.
Okay, and yourself?
We play like some low paint scenario drills. That's about as much the extent we've practiced for this. But,
okay.
So no.
Okay, great. So at the end of the match, we talk to these two guys and have another chat and see what their conception is of the format after that. Thank you. Cheers, guys.
Thank you. Alrighty, we just played the exhibition match, Dynasty. Yeah, against Revo, and it was a good match. To what we said earlier, I think it played about like what we talked about. There was some big moves that were being made. People were running out of paint, and at the end they were making big moves.
And then you also see a little bit of people not wanting to make mistakes, like you do see at the end of these like final matches where it's still 5-on-4, but everyone's playing really slow because they don't want to make mistakes. I think everyone's still in the mentality that everyone has a lot of paint, so it's still getting used to. I think you'd see this evolve as you keep watching. But
Totally. Yeah. Overall, loved it.
Wow. It's fun.